Let me say a quick hello. We are live. Hello, YouTube. Hello, LinkedIn. I'm loving this dual streaming. Those that are with us on Instagram, thank you so much for being here. We're doing a live dual streaming as we do. And I'm pumped. Who the hell is burnt out? Burnt out from all the algorithms of Instagram, burnt out from starting a post and not following through because you lose your creativity. I love this topic so much today because we found a lot of our clients really are craving a way to go back to using Instagram, using social media the way it was meant to do, which is about our values too, right? Flowing, fun, true engagement, connection, like really living a life beyond your highlight reels, right? So I love this topic, guys. We're talking about managing your energy output with content creation in your spiritual biz. And we'll dive into this topic because especially for our clients and people that are naturally in their femme, in their creativity, creation should be fun. It shouldn't be work. And I definitely have come from a space where when it feels like work, it gets so heavy, you begin to resent social media, you begin to resent things. And what happens when you resent, you cut off your flow. So we are so pumped for our strategy that we are bringing up that is getting people off of social media, scaling their business in powerful ways, and really streamlining their content so that they can stay in that fun, that flow, and that freedom, which is what we're all about.
Yes. Oh my God, this is so important. And I'm guilty of this as well. If you have a love-hate relationship with social media, right? Having to constantly show up, feeling like first and foremost, consistency is king. You do want to consistently show up. You do want to build trust and value and share value with your clients. And they have to be able to see you consistently. If someone's going to enroll in your $5,000 or $10,000 or $20,000 program, guess what? They want to know you're not some like flash in the pan, that you're here to stay. You have staying power. Like this isn't just like some overnight thing you threw up one night and was like, I think it'd be cool if I just like threw together a coaching program and then nobody sees you for weeks. You have to be consistent, guys. Consistency is what's going to help really build community and build trust and build authority, which is why that's so key for part of our authority conversion pathway that we teach inside Sacred Leader Academy. But how do you do that when you're on social media and you're feeling like pulled, like, oh, now I need to post again. Oh, it's been like I need to post 3 times a day or 5 times a day or how many times a week. And then you just get in this sort of like rat race. And here's the thing, you get stuck in this cycle. Let me know in the comments if this resonates, or if you're listening to this on the podcast, come say hello. Find us on Instagram. That's where we communicate the most. But, you get in, it can actually kill your energy, right? And so you want to be able to find this happy balance, because you are in this, once you create the space to be in your feminine flow and the divine is channeling through you, and you've really activated what we refer to actually is the high priestess archetype has been activated, right? So you're really the channel, ideas are flowing, you're the creation, the idea machine, right? Like you have so many visions and ideas and inspirations. You have to be able to put that out in a way that doesn't drain your energy. You can't be a slave to social media and still be in that creative flow. And guess what? You don't have to. There's plenty of ways that, you don't have to. And so this is where you want to be able to really leverage, streamline, repurpose, get off of social media so you're still attracting soulmate clients and you're still having sales calls if you have those, and you're still attracting clients into your program, but doing it in a way where you can completely stay in your flow and then allow that content to live forever on the web or on a podcast or on some other place outside of social media. And show up for social media to do what it's supposed to do, like Vanessa was saying. Allow yourself to have fun with it and be in that creative flow, but not feel the pressure to perform on social media and not feel a slave to it. That is key. That is super, super key.
I love that, the slave. It really is, because it's a mind fuck. You can get in your head. There's so many people out there like, oh, it's the algorithms, or it's this, or do it a certain way. One, since we are all about alignment, a soul aligned business, and really expressing your true voice, that is not the way to do it. And then like what we talked about, you get so burnt out that you lose that creative energy. And then what starts to happen, you lose more. It's an energy game, right? Guys, like you need energy, especially for people in a spiritual business. Not only do you need energy for your clients, energy to create more things, like that freedom. When we are not knowing how to manage our energy with all of our content creation, it takes away the fun, it takes away the flow, and it takes away the creativity, which just puts everything, including your money flow, on hold. And we have been there. And trust me, on the other side, we have literally decided and created what we do with our business. You know, we have a week off at the end of each month to recharge, you know, to sit and journal or write, that can then become part of our content that then we can streamline across multiple platforms. You know, think about where else your audience is and how many people too, let me get some hearts, you know, you feel, and we're so energetic, we're so empathetic, right, in this spiritual game, you know, where you make this massive post and you're so proud and the picture's perfect and like the caption's incredible, and then crickets, like 2 people see it, or like, you know, it hasn't reached your dream client because, you know, of the algorithms or all that stuff. So this whole idea of really being part of a business strategy, because I love what Sarah said, we always talk about this. Yes, and our people we work with, we know like consistency is king. Why? Because you do want to beautifully and healthfully create that authority with your consistency. Plus, it's hella fun to be consistent and keep going. You expand, you know, when you have a soul spiritual business, it's you expand with it, which is just absolutely divine and beautiful. So you want to keep that going, right? And you don't want to just cut off that flow, that creativity, because then it's not just the clients that stop, but it's the money inflow. Like everything is put on hold. And I want you guys, we invite you guys to be in that divine femme energy of like overflowing abundance. You know, you are magnets to abundance when you can get in this space, and there's a way to do it. So this is a really, really key topic.
And you touched on a really important point, because we always talk about following the impact, right? Vanessa touched on a really important point, which is if 5 people see your post, because you're not mastering the algorithms and it seems like an uphill battle for you, where you're constantly in this love-hate relationship with social media, guess what? If less people see your posts and less people watch or read watch your videos or read your posts, then that's less impact, right? There's less people that are going to be able to benefit from the results that you offer within your program. So I would say you owe it to your business. You owe it to the mission that you signed up for to make sure you get the largest reach and you super capitalize on the content that is being channeled through you in the most efficient way possible to completely streamline you to the max, so that you can show up confidently in your power, in your flow, in your freedom, energy, without being overworked, without being overburdened. This is not supposed to feel like a work and grind hustle. This is not a work and grind hustle. This is not soul aligned way, right? That's the old way. But you have to work smarter, not harder, right? You have to be willing to think outside the box. You have to be able to put strategies in place that capitalize on the message that is coming out, but then gets it in front of the eyes and ears that need to see it and hear it the most, and release the rest of the universe, because they'll be magnetically attracted to it. But you know, there's smart strategy that can be applied to that. So you have to be asking yourself, okay, if I'm currently using social media, let's say Instagram, for example, to get my stuff out, or maybe Facebook, but I'm not a master of the algorithms. I have no desire to be a master of the algorithms. How do I get my message out? How do I get it in front of hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, or millions of people? This is what you should be asking yourself. And when you follow that impact, and you follow the imp, someone just sent me a message, I think on LinkedIn, because we're streaming everywhere, guys, and it distracted me for a second. But when you follow the impact, when you follow that thread of impact, and obviously you stay in alignment along the way, because it's not about just going, oh, I'm going to do this because somebody else is doing this and that happens to be working for them. No. It has to be built from the inside out in a way that feels good for you. And there's ways to do it, whether it's audio or written or whatever, a combination of video. There's plenty of different ways for you to get your content out. It has to be aligned from the beginning. Oops, I just lost my time.
I can still hear you.
Oh, okay, good. Well, good. I think the speaker's in the right ear then, so perfectly. So
thank God for AirPods.
Yeah, it has to be aligned from the beginning. It has to be streamlined in a way that is smart and that allows you to get the biggest reach. And so if you follow the impact, everything else will take care of itself on the back end, I promise. And when I've tested this, we've tested this, even back in 2020, we've tested this with a simple, simple strategy. And I can say it accounted for more than 50% of the business generated within the first year that catapulted into a six-figure premium program, like that, 50% of it was due to the smart repurposing and the being able to capitalize on the reach while staying completely in the flow. And that is super, super key. The
So
freedom
good.
lifestyle on the back end, it's got to be reverse engineered for your freedom lifestyle. It has to work for you, you guys. And there's a way, there's a way to do it. And it's not the same for every single person. It'll look different for every single person. And that's part of the soul aligned way, is finding the way that it works best for you. And also looking at other strategies that work, which we have tried and tested, right? And making sure that you're using one that just, fits for you. So it's a combination of working smarter, not harder, in the most aligned way. Does that make sense?
I love that. It's an energy thing, an energy game. I love how much we talk about energy, but for sure. So I love this, like really hashtag working smarter, not harder, but like for real, working smarter, not harder, and having it be more fun. This is content creation. Like we are creators at the heart. We are creators at the being, and it's not content work. It's content creation. And think about the last time, again, like we're all creators. Like it is so fun when that energy flows through you and you put it out for the world to share. It's so intimate and beautiful. We want it to have the highest reach for you, the highest impact, and the highest income, and the highest freedom. So that is what we're all about. And we are so stoked for the people that are driven. They know consistency is king. They're showing up, they're excited to, and now just tweak it a little bit to kind of streamline more and have that broader reach for you guys. So this was so fun. Thank you so much, my girl. We are so excited for more people to kind of get on this this idea with us. So
yeah, no, they are. We're implementing this right now. Some of our clients are implementing some of the strategies that we've even dropped with our new launch of Divine Femme this year. So it's super exciting, and we're going to be rolling out and dripping out even more over the course of 2022, which is super exciting, which is why getting into SLA and the Divine Femme experience is super, super valuable, you guys. If you haven't checked this out yet, it's a full 12-month container with Vanessa and I that not only covers the soul aligned business strategy, but also manifestation, mindset, accountability, and really, really holding your feet to the fire, but not even a 6-month journey. This is a 12-month journey where you have support from all angles. And this is really, really key. If this was something if this was handed to my younger version of me when I first started out, it would have been a dream come true, like really a dream come true. So super excited about this. But if, I was going to say, if you wanted to jump in, what I was going to say is we're going to jump here. That's what I was trying to say. We're going to jump here because we're actually going to dive deep in a training inside Mission to Impact. And if you guys haven't joined us there, that's our private Facebook community. Today we are doing part 2 of how to craft 5-figure offers that attract soul aligned, high ticket clients that also creates your freedom-based lifestyle. So if that sounds good to you, this is week 2. It's a 5-week series. You can jump in now because the replays are available for you, and you can continue to learn over the next month with us. And that's all happening inside private Facebook community, where that's probably the closest way you can get into Vanessa and I's energy without actually hiring us as a mentor. So it's super, super valuable, aside from some of the immersions that are going to be popping up here shortly. So keep an eye out for those.
Woo-hoo. You know what? I want to end, you guys. Thank you for everyone that's been with us. I want to end, especially when we work with soul aligned, soulpreneurs. It's your heart and soul. We see you, we feel you. It's an intimate business that's so powerful. I know, and I can feel you have so much to say. You have such a craving to impact, and just know that it can be that fun and that easy. It really, really can be that fun and that easy, like we talk about. So
it's just a question of how fun and easy will you allow it to be? Will you allow it to be? Because sometimes we just, and I'm just saying, I'm not from experience, we can tend to make it so much harder and so much more difficult than it needs to be. And there's lots of reasons behind why we might be doing that. But when you finally surrender to it being fun and easy and in the flow, and you fully trust and surrender to that, it takes a little bit, some of our clients, not to, stare off too much, but one of our clients that had one of our biggest breakthroughs at the beginning, it was really releasing some of that control and willing to trust the process. And that was a huge breakthrough. So how much are you willing to release, allow, surrender, and allow it to be fun? Because this is the feminine side of you, right? Not you know, to release and surrender into that trust and allow that to be your new reality.
Mm,
There's nothing to
I
prove
love
by
that.
making it difficult. There's nothing to prove by making it difficult, you guys.
Oh, girl, there's nothing to prove by making it difficult. So stop. I love you enough to do it.
Yeah.
Stop. Be more in flow. I love that so much. That's beautiful, girl. There's nothing to prove. Let's end on that. That was beautiful. I love it.
Yay, yay. We're going to
Yay.
join us over Mission to Impact if you guys are interested, and we will talk to you soon. We'll be back on Friday.
Stoked. All right. Thank you guys. Love you so much. Bye.
Namaste.